Atta boy, get in there. Oh, Eric. Eric has got some booty action. Look at the torpedo tits.
Put a shirt on. Yeah, what's your question? Did you guys enjoy it? And up and down. Yeah.
Alright, so we have some special thank yous. We need to thank We've for being here. We've had them since like 5th grade, been through us the whole entire thing. So we gotta thank you guys, we love you guys. So thank you so much for helping us and everything. We'd also like to thank all the chaperones who come every year.
Mom, Dad, thank you for the juice.
Hello.
You guys, thanks to you guys. You guys are awesome.
Okay, now let me ask you.
Hey.
Bob?
Okay, now we got that.
Okay, good. Come on, Bob.
My turn? Okay. Tough act to follow. Good show tonight, Well, anyhow, yeah, this is a story that was told long ago, and you freshmen listen carefully because you're going to have to figure out what's going on here, because it goes like this. Once upon a time, in this foreign country, there lived this beautiful girl, and her name was Rindersella. And Rindersella lived with a mother, the other, and 2 sad blisters. And in the same corn frontage, there also lived a very prancing Hens. One day, this prancing Hens decided he was going to have a fancy fall. Invite all the people for miles about, especially the pitch people. Rindersella couldn't go. All she had to wear was some old pretty days. Well, Rindersella's mother, the other, and 2 sad blisters went stacing down to the road to buy some prancing pistols. Where did Fancy Fall? Finally came the night of the Fancy Fall, and Rindersella couldn't go, so she just cat down to the shrine. And as she was getting there shrine, there appeared before her Gary Mudfather. And he says, Rindersella, what's wrong? And she goes, oh, Gary Mudfather, the prancing Hens is having a Fancy Fall, and I can't go because all I got to wear is just some old pretty days. Boldly he pulled out his magic wand and he touched it with it. And there appeared before her a cage stones and next time horses to take her to the Fancy Fall. Oh, finally when she got to the Fancy Fall, the prancing Hens met at the door because she knew he'd been coming because she'd been looking out behind him when they hid them. But, very important part. When the cage stones arrived, Gary Mudfather says, Rindersella, just one thing. You best be home for midnight. I'm going to turn you into a tumbler. Well, okay, so there she is at the Fancy Fall with the prancing Hens. And they danced all night. They danced till midnight. They loved it. Well, finally, the King Strud was ready to light my barn. What a day. So, they danced till midnight, they let him flop. And finally, the big clock struck 9, and Rindersella went stacing down the raiders, and when she reached the bottom, she slapped her dripper. Right there in front of everybody at the Fancy Fall, she slapped the dripper. Well, the next day, the prancing Hens went all over the foreign country trying to find this beautiful girl who had slapped the dripper. And he finally goes over to Brenda Sellers' house and he tried to sass Glipper on Brenda Sellers' Bucky Ever, and Fit did. And then he tried to sass Glipper on Brenda Sellers' 2 Sigley Uppers, and Fit did. And then he tried to sass Glipper on Brenda Sellers, and it fit did. It was just side rhymes. They all got married and lived happily ever after. Now the stroll of the boy is this. You want to go to Bassett Farm, have a prance musical all in fun with you? Don't forget the sloppy drippers.